one accident they watch judgment they fee Nuru Sahin Ninsem. For me, he's not that bad a manager, but obey here time to grow. Some of the mistakes are over the period. Autumn now or year, you know. So when you had them film then Nangas and Rebecca will shoot in the foot. Because that game against Real Madrid, I came here to say emphatically the only Real Madrid and away the better side. It was Nuru Sahin rather. And now inability to manage the game, you know. Or pushy the call the side of Real Madrid more for the 3 1 point, you know. So we are racing the best of luck. Obotum wako around the circles. Now I sound so abe coach a club of the Dortmund game. So let this not break him down. Because a club that in the final of the UCL last season, now this time around, Eshe the consistency of the team now, it is nothing to write home about. Eshe last and now in the identity counter, it seems that the center cannot hold. And the German Bundesliga, it is around the 10th position. Of course, the UEFA Champions League and the Wabren will lead by a goal to 0. No, I bet they got to the 3rd position. We'll see after the comeback. No, we send out the 18th position. In the Bundesliga, on this UCL no bomina. I bet Nyoma and Shadan Kui in Tiseja, Nuru Sahin Kondo, Onje Juman on Kwa. And Shadan mistake be Adam. So for him, I think it's supposed to be a learning curve. And say Otumijitum, no so shad no diffima bed. Obutuno wa bono. Mebo hands I think what could they see you need to blame to some extent. The project now was shas in an American that Dodging Club. What do we know will sway away from? Because make sure that Champions League final na bed war against Bayern Munich. The quality of players. Now the company the two the why them may be the ma. Missika and Intifenum be the ma. And I will try to take the memories of listeners down the memory lane kakana wakake. Because in that time, in the same Google Kobel on them, let's say that once upon a time it was Roma Verdinfella. On the first choice position of the German national team goalkeeping department. Line up in the selling that to the Facebook page. This was the team. I bet and you beat the Lucas Pizek as the right back. That is Marcel Schmelzer as the left back, Matt Thomas, and then the Van Sobotic and over 4 and 5. In the Cockroach central defenders or be a becker at this team in Obotum will make the bench in the pair a Nuko Slotterbeck. None of the laterals. Is it Rami Bensibian and Oberfit do believe the boot of Michelle Schmelzer? And I rise and Ober lays the boot of that is Lucas Pizek as the right back. Confirm from Kokoto, Sven Benden and Icha Gunohan. And then one recover and Manchester City will be for the coin because that performance no lingered in the eyes of Manchester faithfuls. No, and some what they call what I call Fanaba in front of them as the playmaker. No, hey Marco, that is Roos. You pendudu injuries will take the better part of Marco Roos in life and an career. Major competition by national team where you read or Kobo Bia and a Benebra. But as an individual, as a talent, I bet he was up there. Ebunya, Vlad Black, Kochowski, Mo. Gross Cross, with Lewandowski leading the lines. I bet this is the quality players and the once upon a time no Borussia Dortmund Wokita. And what cash out of this place in be someone there and they feel go see one of them nanke. Wo that time nima nkobo to na we room. Ended the lineup upon the choir. Or can we be na Dortmund will make the misstatement with the release on their X handle International Church match Chiwo production room on Thursday Dortmund as a club. I want to say what work on there after the defeat to Bologna ended that. Yes, after that defeat because it was against an opponent who has never won a game in the UCL. It was against an opponent I want a favorite take the lead. And the manager in Nuru Sahin so take a lot of decisions are not on you so much worth it.
Okay.
Because in the defense, Okobo Pascal Ross or midfielder as the right back. Rice and Noy right back no Okobon as a left back. Slotterbeck and Anton over 4 and 5 in Finwar. Giovanni Reina, Felix Mecha, and a Juvan that is Bayer. I want over the try in the middle. Equal front to Granville Grassi and Bano, Jimmy Gettins. And in the one of the poorest games and Jimmy Gettins no in recent years. So we'll line up in Nimpo. And I watched the compete a bed. He had some of the best choice players at all bench. And Uncle Butuno was start one. But no sign anye. In this special lineup now, on the bench there was Marcel Sabitzer. There was Emre Can. There was Julian Brandt. There was Karim Adeyemi. Jean Couto Munya, I know what's a bench, but he was playing players. They are supposed to be backup options. How about no go into that decisions? And eventually it has caused him his job, and that is where we expect that he will learn out of his mistakes and going forward. It's only another chance and opportunity on this mistakes he to that to game. And I bet that result no yeah quite that is flattering because say from afar in an Atletico Madrid and Leverkusen in the game on paper in the current situations no back in the game or in the draw one until them I bring me preview no me mentioning the me predict the game no on a draw but because it is at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium no men a home win or draw for club or for Atletico de Madrid. But when the game started the one I'm the kind of job and the Zabi Alonso all year at Bayern Leverkusen. In there was a game and I'm impeded Mobumonyo Kumpana ma miss any second of it. And interesting be a game no way two matches at the same time. In fact, out 99% no worry about Barcelona. I was the only person and I'm Leverkusen on that to go game and it was for a reason. It was for a reason. And then they really sold that kind of standard that not baby no expect no. And Midi Alonso no come with how also is in laterals no and our wing backs no in games as this and a bone that Gramado and a Jeremy Frimpong no wall ball as 11 and 7. Now Florian Wirtz behind in a Tentella. And I bet Nathan Taylor no height deficiency in fact or a very short. Jeremy Frimpong in the height. Alex Grimado in the height. Florian Wirtz no on in the height so on no wall what the moon call for that is 4 na Abubobo no. But Ezekiel Palacios and Granit Xhaka in the middle of the park now a very big task to tame a bit the Barrios and then also Rodrigo De Paul. They really have to do their bit or rise up to the occasion. And therefore the defense line with Hincapié, Tapsoba, and Onuno Di Makuela eventually or assisted Tapsoba for another PM Hincapié for the first goal. Now it was beautiful one. It was very beautiful and the kind of pressure I would see at Atletico Madrid don't know. Now Simeone ni option be there or be redraw akwasa nankasa ni self sim. That was when na first goal numponya ombe. Na first goal numponya mbe kra. And if Atletico want to set up na or a 5 back, 4 midfielders and 1 in the attack. And 1 man up front was only Julian Alvarez. And I remember the Julian Alvarez no one come on. But the statistics is very disrespectful. Say Atletico Madrid fan. Let's say coach a club like Bayern Leverkusen they win at the end of 90 minutes. No? It is Leverkusen winning at 70% of ball possession. Ewa Wanda Metropolitano. It is Leverkusen wall about 18 shots. Now winning 4 on target. Atuko wall about 6 no winning 2 on target. Now I bet the baby said how often can they do this against opponents who control games like Leverkusen? Not still now over for the 3 as 1 point. That is Atuko. Can they always be that lucky? Them me mu Paul man am action on the counter na ma akwese goal obotu wa yen dem bebre ana and Leverkusen really took the game to Atletico Madrid. So personally I wasn't surprised at all. Then winning some of these numbers as far as the start is concerned. For the first goal na Leverkusen Wallace and it was out of the pressure. Jeremy Frimpong crossing ball ni deflect walk clear no na wa beto Mukwele Nando or cross it kwaya Hincapié virtually or mark na wa head to the last pool. And an attack and necessary the main highlight now. A woman there no send the ball back to the sender. And not send the corner he was in the back of the net. But at a point, now at Leverkusen Libu Atletico Inimitia will push out to the halfway line, leaving only Edmond Tapsoba and then also Jonathan Tah. What about when in Bebre? Into 10 over the Ben, I will find it. Julian Alvarez, now I bet. It was supposed to be less than half of a chance. And Antoine Griezmann other pass in the team. And had to just walk his way through and finally. Or the ball could beat the goalkeeper. Now only the first goal and the equalizer for Klaba. What fun that is Atletico Madrid. And it was very timely. Because if starting on the 10 days since not up there now, mostly it was Bayern Leverkusen who get a ball. But the few times the chances I bet they made very good use of it. And say Obi Diego Simeone no home come on. They will defend and I know them. And personally, I'm one of the few people I believe the man is really up there. And say a pragmatica or bois penny bebre, respecting your opponents. Jitum do okita materials on about to control the game, Fan at this moment, in the meantime, them open up na mumbo. Hey, yen set a back, yen try yen catch on the counter. It paid perfectly well back with the 3 as 1 point. And the dark art no sounds so dark a game no. Because I start telling the children with the fouls now. Leverkusen win 14 fouls. Fouls on go 14 boom 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 together ma. And now at Kono Lukunya that is 7. And one of the players who lead the dark carton on the field of play, no, was Rodrigo de Paul. In the dark, or she said, Florent Vita, all by the man. On found the yellow card, but he was really frustrating the lads. Eventually, it had to pay off. And it was a day and a game. Now, Julian Alvarez, if on announcing who to the world of football, ended the no UC. Because I bet Sebo be a half chance. No 2-1 would say a full net to net. You are a world class attacker. And then brackets in the Julian Alvarez in the middle of 2. Some Sachawan can move to Namadamano. Eventually, we'll name him as the man of the match. And Simeone BB, it was at their home grounds. And after the watch, I mean, Wabo Brace Nevina, only in film, one man standing ovation, one applaud, no Nitriman, don't boost no confidence on Fan Quiet, on Fan Boy Team of an Atletico de Madrid. And this is in UCL, it is 5 goals out of 7 matches. And the Julian Alvarez in Nana City was one baby man, one man on Conamon as a starter. And I bet would room now, what I quoted the 3 as 1 point. It was an end-to-end action. The results I said is flattering because on Saturday, what really transpired in the game. And Utima win a red card. Now, but what fight time opponent, no, so I call the red card. And with the defense of Liverpool, the most, dangerous defender, another Pobio Shimon, or aggressive panel, your pair and copy. On us, no, I don't know yellow card, or sounds could be and more the red card, or the sort of for Tabsoba and Tana, they are all calm and collected. And defense be Adam, no, then you'll be a wild and aggressive, only pair and copy. And unfortunately for him, no, regrossness in the Coconia red card, on my game near even. And at the truth of it, no, it was Julian Alvarez, and Otumna, only that chance. Now well cleared up by, and it was a poor cleared ball from Jonathan Ta, the captain on the day. Rebound in the bend. So Grimaldo and I was expecting an uncle full, non-co blocky, Julian Alvarez, but 1 year. And our bonus will be a motivating a goalkeeper or the question. Article when you won a 4th win in a row for the first time in about 9 years. Kofuna blame the UCL game and our games 4 times on the trot. Ninya Wall win. I bet for the first time in 9 years. I think Atletico Madrid win you be. So we on Facebook and boom 1 against Paris Saint-Germain, Salzburg, and then also Slavan Bratislava. Munya we to watch session that is 2-1-6-0 and a 3-1 ended the Leverkusen. So what better actually? So the all competitions in the war stop a Leverkusen winning streak, no. But domestically, that virginity is still yet to be broken. So young congratulate Julian Alvarez na Atletico Madrid set up no any hit map no and any numbers no as far as the fixture is concerned now. You would appreciate why I mentioned him there. He's now a world class, that is a forward or an attacker. And Diego Simeone so being the universal charger, no. I bet you'd understand why he's the master of the dark arts as far as the current coaching job is concerned. So congratulations to Atletico Madrid. Yes, how the season will treat them in the domestic league and the UCL and so for that matter. And right. Barca and so another Benfica on home grounds. At co-ordinate with you. But Benfica didn't know that's Barcelona didn't know way. And I bet another game are going into it. Now may signal a caution to Barcelona from the 1 year extra careful. 1 year extra careful with that game no. But Benfica form and said that and wanna a best smile about it be Barca don't know so on the other side no so one that says one area a moon and so Juma Kakao Barcelona don't know so going into the game now may send a caution down one. I bet my initial comment about this game is that Hansi Flick on your extra careful. Hansi Flick no on your extra careful.
Hansi Flick.
Yeah. Come the market
careful. Say the 5-4
against
Benfica.
How do you concede 4 goals against a certain Benfica? How? Then post it to my Facebook page in today. Benfica mponi. I bet. Say yeah Barcelona. Etume Real Madrid the 5.
This is Champions.
Etume Real Madrid the 4. Let's say a Copa against Benfica in the Champions League. Let's concede 4. I bet it's a very big deal. Forget about 5 goals now. We're shadow because etume concede 4 against Benfica. Se ko share Paris Saint-Germain. Se ko share Real Madrid mo. Se ko share Manchester City na Bayern mo. What will happen? Can you still concede 5 and score 5? Concede 4 and score 5 and that is where the question mark is. And one number may caution the man in Hansi Flick, no, because you will poor form in the domestic league. Le Gagné and Las Palmas and a host of other clubs in your wood nas mama to come na. Intended to make a day on your Real Madrid penebration in the season. as much as you would want to credit some of the players in there, especially with Gavi and Nuno Pedro, if these guys get their day, I bet they are unplayable unless they do go against them. And the bottom at one one. That is the kind of players I'm from away. But with defense no go bisa. Ronaldo Rojo Wojek Chesney, Alejandro Badi. Hey, I bet Alejandro Badi need more. Yeah, Badi no. None of that crash between on Wojek Chesney no. I want to know it was a bit of an argument, and I still maintain. Oh yeah, a baller may blame me, Alejandro Badi. Because the one that is meeting the ball, no, ball is speed no DH, no. Goalkeeper no only share pass, no, or more advantage than our if he side neleba, nebe defend. Besides, on Wojek says no, on the whole pack. Into the ball, but in the positions of Benfica for no. And bad the how we see touch ball, the sessions number. Benfica attack a crowd to above for ball, no, bra on bad. Obo Yuan, Wablo, who the play no caliber. But says the ball, but he was coming to clear the ball out of danger. Babadi wasn't even aware of the position, and a bar now just says no call there. Then that crash no had to come out. Eventually, now would you consider one of the goals in there? And I think it's very heartbreaking. The second and the third goal in your Africa hand the bad in the side one. I think even the fourth goal no crampo count. And it is that bad. On so that new competition was set happening, and so any opportunity now you have to grab it. And there was a certain Rafinha to steal the day, for them at the throat of the game. And I bet it was even to the amusement of the manager and Hansi Flick. How when Rafinha only take that chance at the last minute and now Odinya that or a killer blue no the winner for FC Barcelona. And there was a quotation Rafinha no de Bijap. And Ochirima that period in bed it is the best moment or proud of Barca and or proud of the team. No or come mobile at on bottom will kunimpa and will kun for the squad. He can kill and die for the squad. That is the dedication levels of the player in Rafinha. How why you read the FC Barcelona no woman come on one them. And now make a chebino there. Whoever crusaded for Vinicius Junior to win the Ballon d'Or last time, I bet should do the same for Rafinha to win the Ballon d'Or 2025. Unless this current form may okay. Form. But the watcher in the calendar year on the season and the review everything Vinicius here he's trying to better it. But Vini had to add the Spanish La Liga, not the UEFA Champions League nor the count. So individual records in the day, Rafinha is there, but obeying here the trophies not that can one sana. That crusade no was way the move. But as an individual, come on, I bet the lack even with which na keeper so clear ball nesmo so cross already no o didn't baby o na ball na bobo na question it that is the lack. And when it is your time even the video be no circulating na be why the work interview na odi enim go push na we be the chi one hand we be abu no we chi no was one starting frame for no they had to start with that person meaning say who the video ni bia e be no all to Rafinha no adibia do nse be ke version why adibia do e jo baby crown still that is the state and the Rafinha no match stands now. And in about 30 games, so get 22 goals and 9 assists. The call for Ballon d'Or, I think, it's not that bad at all. And it's a game now Barcelona against Benfica. No, in recent years they had become a thorn in their flesh. And at a point that I've been in crown or Bubo Guma, what Ashabasa training after about 2 that is 0-0 score lines and that or better than a 5-4. It's the score line. It is quite scary. It's one as a Barcelona fan. A back at a time and 18 at 3 points, maybe your bet into win your Japan. But Momo is carrying Elisha 5, Nelson, so I'll consider 4 in the UEFA Champions League game against a certain Benfica in this time. And I bet a one on my me and but I mean, so far, why we love football now, you can just check the minutes no goals no beno and the excitement, the anxiety. The room second minute, Benfica 1-0, 13th minute 1-1 penalty. 2-1 for Benfica, 22nd minute, 38th minute, no 1-3-1. I bet if you break Bayer, Barcelona will be BM 64th minute, 68th. Now Benfica has an Abesham Y 4-2. You made the Barcelona to Samsung BM 78th, 87th. It is 4-4. Give me a 5 minutes ago. On a quiet boy, maybe grab Abakanwa. Never Rafinha Fino, Wabasha that last goal. This is why we love football. This is a part for the Nebia. Wallow different reasons and all together into na the opponent. I bet young Barcelona one about only some few that is a fixed resource and the to go made it home come minimum say boko abana ma be the whole question of the day and the preview kekre so.
Okay, I Spice 91.9. Go follow trend because I am on cash and we here pa.